銀世界
Hello guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're going to react to One Piece episode 366. Now guys, the last episode, Oz appeared in front of us. The whole crew is shook, but I think we can take him. I think we can take him long enough for Luffy to whoop Moria. Even though Luffy hasn't managed to land a single blow on Moria, Moria's not even participating in their fight. That's gonna be a problem. Oz, I mean, he's big, and he sure knocked all of us out, but I still don't see him as big as a threat as Moria. I'm sorry, I just don't. He's just large, right? That being said, if you enjoy my reactions, feel free to share, subscribe, like, leave a comment, join the Patreon, support your boy, Discord, all that. Let's go, man. Oz. Okay, so now he's fully devoted to Moria. Lightning attack of friendship? Okay. So he just knocked us out, but he didn't kill us. We're gonna come back. This isn't over. Yo! It's a nightmare! That's an even bigger nightmare!
なんでも情報ではジェネラルゾンビたちはオーズに全滅させられたとか。
あの最強軍団がオーズは制御できずじまいなのか
Pretty much.
いやー、それはよく。
That is the sentiment.
急いで財宝と食料をまとめるんだあいつらの海賊船に積んで逃げるぞ
あいつら。
麦わらだ
Oh.
奴らの船で逃げる急げ
They're gonna try and steal our ship?
お前は墓場の王の妻、墓場の女王となるのだ。
何それ
Hilarious.
私今まで意識なくてこの状況すらあ、ウェディングドレスなんで着てんの素敵
It's beautiful.
ナミゾ実は男なのよ
What?
いや、そんなバカな。
そっかローラにはそう言ったんだった
Oh, that.
だから無駄追っかけても無駄わかったでしょう
Okay, I completely did not catch that. So Nami was not just encouraging her to pursue him, she also lied that she was a man. So that's why the switch up was so immaculate, because if she's a man, then she was completely in the clear. Ah, that's very interesting. And he might actually fall for it, because you never know nowadays who's a man and who isn't.
おいらは今まで男を追いかけ回して、しかも青やキスまでしそうに。
Damn, so he got a front row seat. He saw everything.
ボヨヨン、ボヨヨン、
Boy Young? What the hell?
しっかりボヨヨンって。
助けに来たのよマイフレンド
Really? You want to switch up? Hey, yo! I gotta commend this woman, pig, whatever she is, bruh. I did not see that one coming. I was about to say, like, it's impressive that Nami's dodging that considering she's a zombie general. So she's not a fodder zombie. She's actually strong. But she's actually missing on purpose to buy time and tell Nami, yo, I'm on your side. She got that this guy's a perv that is trying to marry an unconscious woman without her consent. That's crazy.
ほらアブ様アブ様分かったらあいつに代わって私とちぎりを交わすのよ
He's still stronger than her. Damn. She took one for Nami. That's crazy. Right in the head, too. That's one of those invisible cannons, right? Depleted. But she's knocked out. So I think Nami's gonna fight now, right? I think, oh, look at Nami. She's so cute, man. I'm gonna fast forward still, because I ain't no simp. She gonna break your heart.
そうさ、どの道 逃げ切れるものじゃねえ。
Yeah, but Nami was just talking shit to stay alive.
お逃げナミソあいつは私が足止めするから
Like, you see, these are the only two interactions these two had, and this is a zombie pig, bruh. And Nami's now feeling so responsible for her that she's willing enough to stay here and risk her life for this zombie pig. Listen, I understand the sentiment, and I understand, like, Nami was talking shit before to stay alive, but now that this zombie proved that she actually, that this artificial friendship really means something to it, right? Like, so much so that it risked its life to buy Nami some time. Now Nami feels responsible, wants to stay and fight for her. Okay.
助けに来たのよ
It's still BS.
よくもローラを
Bruh, come on. You gotta be shitting me. It's a zombie pig that's on their side. Oh, he's imagining Nami. Oh, shut the hell up.
そうだ。俺の胸に飛び込んでこい。
Yo, this guy is hopeless. Oh, and he got electrocuted. Yo, my man.
なんかきっと急所に当たったんだわ
No, you just got lucky.
大丈夫しっかりしてそんなことよりアブ様今ノーガードじゃない無駄になれアブ様
She still wants him. Oh my god. She crazy. She crazy.
くそ見失っちまったい
Yo, he's cutting down the forest.
何を追いかけてるんだろうな
Oh, he's there. Yo, he's big. Look at him.
俺をぶっ飛ばすってあの麦わらにそんなことができると思うか
He has to be a giant, right? He's gigantic. I mean, he's not Oz's size, but still.
ここかな出てこい麦わら
最後は図だった。
Ooh, Sanji's here
シ
too.
ューズ。
Robin.
届いたぞ。
オース？
Yeah, the whole squad is
な
here.
んか足りねえよな。
オーズよ
それだ。力。見くびっちゃいかんだろう。
They're not done. Not by a long shot. Even Robin got pissed. Everybody pulling up like this? It's about to get down, right? It's about to go down. Okay, I think we're gonna get a Yap session from my editor, but this wasn't a bad episode. They're still kind of setting up the scene. They're kind of procrastinating, right? The fighting, Moria running away, even though he's not scared of Luffy at all. Oz here, not even feeling the flies that are straw hats to him apparently, but now we're getting serious now, so we might actually do some damage this time, right? But not much to add in this episode. Nami defeated that guy Absalom-sama and managed to stay single. But yeah, all in all, a decent episode. Not much happened, but let's see what my editor has to say.
Defeated Absalom and Oz did not defeat the crew. Things are looking good, except for Luffy. He should have actually used Gear Second for a speed boost to catch up to Moria, but it does wear out his body, and, you know, the gears are his final trump card, so I guess that's why he didn't do it. Today, I shall do the covers for volumes 32 and 33, which are chapters 297 to 316. This is the cover for volume 32. This is the crew going from Skypiea, saying goodbye to everybody from Skypiea, falling down from the skies, down to the Blue Sea. Usopp is damn near falling off, and Nami has a crown on. She had one on too in a previous Oda artwork, chapter 100's cover. Now this is actually intentional. She wears a crown in plenty of future cover arts as well.
Okay, if it's intentional, that means Luffy becoming the Pirate King and she's the Queen. Hey, I'm still shipping them.
Here's a little fact. So Nami and Robin are called Nami-san and Robin-chan by Sanji, right? Which is interesting because san is usually used for older people out of respect, while chan is for younger girls. But Robin is 10 years older than Nami, right? 28 versus 18. Yet Sanji refers to them the opposite way. In SBS Q&A with Oda, he got asked the question of why it's san for Nami and chan for Robin. And Oda wondered that himself, as he answered with this. Yeah, really. What's that about? Maybe it's Nami's natural queenliness that makes him do it. But anyway, age doesn't matter, because they're all free. Probably just random. So while Oda didn't know the answer to the Sanji question, Oda did say that Nami's behavior is inherently queenly. She has like a queenly vibe, which actually explains the crowns that he always draws her with. In this episode even, Absalom declared her as the graveyard queen as soon as she marries him, the graveyard king. So yeah, like Nami has like queen symbolism, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Moving on, chapter 297, 298, and 299's cover continue the Ace cover story. 3 chapters out of the way very quickly. But that's not it. 300, 301, 302, and 303's covers do the very same thing. Bam. Those are 7 chapters immediately taken care of. Chapter 304's cover is interesting actually. So there's actually a story to this. It's a double-page color spread, but there's actually a color page before and after the color spread.
You're gonna show it?
This is the first page.
Okay.
I'll just explain what's happening and what's being said. So they're playing a music concert out on the sea, and Usopp tells Luffy that his notes are way off. Luffy asks why, and Usopp says that he's dumb to think that he can lure in fish with the kind of noise that he's making. Sanji then says that what everybody will have for dinner today depends on the musical performance that they have, so he says that they should do a very good job. Then in the next panel, Usopp is saying that the intention is to lure in fish into their ship with the beautiful music that they're gonna make. Zoro then says it's faster to just use Chopper as fishing bait, with Chopper saying like, yeah, he's right, and then realizing what Zoro said and then yelling no. Then Robin says it's relaxing, probably referring to the music. Nami says she wonders if they'll at least be able to lure in some sardines. Luffy is yelling out whale and tuna here while playing on cymbals. Then at the very bottom, from right to left, we see music being played to something coming out of the water to Luffy and Nami's surprised reactions. Then if you flip over to the next page, you see this. This is the color spread, with 7 huge moray eels, all 7 with different colors, which makes a nice rainbow-esque view. They all have hats on too with their colors.
That's cool as hell, but listen, you can't tell me, like I said, like Sanji, Zoro, Luffy took care of like bigger fish. There are bigger fish in the sea than Oz, bro. You're telling me Oz is bigger than these eels? These eels are gigantic, and there's 7 of them, and the crew is still having fun. They're not even taking them seriously. Now Oz might be more of a brute and all that, but still, he shouldn't be that big of a threat. He's just big.
Sanji plays the trombone, Usopp plays the mandolin, Robin plays a harp, Chopper plays maracas, Nami plays piano, Luffy plays cymbals and a harmonica, and Zoro is on the drums. The color spread is titled The Colors of the Rainbow, So Pretty in the Night Sky, which is actually a reference to a real song,
yeah,
which is pretty cool. And
I know
once
the song.
again, if you flip over to the next page, this is where the story ends, it is said that they are actually called the legendary 7-colored moray eel brothers, and how it was a pretty sight. They were having way too much fun playing music, so they didn't even bother attacking them. Nami at the top left is saying that they seem to get along together well. And then the next panel, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji are like, okay, food, you won't escape next time, with Zoro asking how many pieces he should cut them in. Usopp saying that we should call on them again. Chopper is asking Robin if they're delicious, and Robin is saying, yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. Nami, on the other hand, is saying like, hell no, because they're beautiful sea creatures. So this ends with Luffy getting decked in the head by her, with him being like, I guess we can't catch those fish. So yeah, that is a very rare instance of a cover actually having like a mini story. This cover actually happened right after like they landed in the Blue Sea with Skypia, and right before Long Ring Long Land with Foxy. There was no G8 arc in the manga, of course, so yeah. This week, One Piece is featured on the cover of the magazine too, along with all the other Shonen Jump series at the time, as this was for Christmas of 2003. Speaking of that, this should actually go up around Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everybody, Happy Holidays. So anyway, the next week's magazine issue also features
I'm gonna go back.
Happy Christmas.
What the hell? There are all sorts of anime on this, bro. Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, Shaman King, Death Note. Like, I think that's Ichigo. What the hell? Maybe even Beyblade, right? I can't even recognize him. Man, this is crazy. And One Piece in the middle. Okay, I like it. I like it.
So Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. So anyway, the next week's magazine issue also features One Piece on the cover. We see Luffy along with Ichigo, Naruto, and the others, as this was for New Year's 2004. This issue features chapter 305, and the cover of that chapter is the finale of the cover story with Ace. Here he is on his way to Blackbeard, cracking his knuckles and stuff.
Cool.
Cover stories are very handy for explaining how characters were able to do things. How did Ace find Blackbeard so fast? Well, the cover story already explained that he infiltrated a marine base that contained top secret
G2.
info, including the info to get to Blackbeard. How did Hachi become a nice guy? Well, the cover story with Kami and Papagu explains it. How did Wapple get so rich and powerful? So on and so forth. This is why I've decided to tell you every single cover, because they actually matter to the story. Even like the little cute artworks that seemingly don't mean anything have actual hints for the story.
World building.
This is it for the content in Volume 32. Volume 33's cover should excite you a lot, as this has your very favorite One Piece arc. Long Ring, Long Land.
Oh my god.
Okay, trolling you aside.
You better skip this.
We see Afro Luffy and Foxy here with their boxing outfits, and in the back we see all the other contestants the crew had to face off against. I don't want to see it. Yes, I said all the other contestants. You don't see the cheetah or like many of the other contestants though. Why? Well, because they were never in the manga in the first place. In the manga, there were only 3 competitions. The anime had 6. And you know what made the anime version so awful?
Yeah, because they kept reiterating what happened, bro. If they only kept it those first like 20 episodes and that would have been a wrap, I wouldn't have hated it so much. But they just went back and did the games all over again. What the hell was that? Nah, they pissed me off, man. That was boring as hell, right? Especially since it was all the same, and then I'm not. Get this off my screen.
Foxy's team was constantly cheating and they got away with it. The crew didn't even do anything against it. They didn't protest. Yeah, see, none of that ever happened in the manga. They never cheated at all. Foxy's crew was 100% honest. It was a fair 3-round game.
Okay.
In the manga, this arc was actually fun. It was cool. And in the manga, this arc also ends with Aokiji, unlike in the anime. Trust me, this arc is really good in the manga, and in the anime, it's worse because Foxy's also way less annoying in the manga than he is in the anime. I just wanted to say that. Moving on, chapter 3.
Stop advocating for the Foxy Pirates. They suck ass, bro. I'm sorry. I don't want to see him on my screen anymore.
306's cover has Usopp using some metal clips in a wooden frame in order to convert Luffy's rubber body into a freaking glider so that Luffy can fly alongside this flying squirrel. Really? This artwork is so out there, and all his skin being stretched just looks so weird, man.
Weird.
Chapter 307's cover is Sanji spending a snowy evening indoors, writing 1,000,000 drafts of his latest love letter. Look at how all these letters are scattered across the floor. And the funny thing is, there are actually rabbits here that are like his housemates in this artwork, and they aren't exactly impressed with what he's been writing. One day a woman will fall for you, man. Don't worry. One day. Chapter 308's cover is freaking adorable, honestly. Chopper is actually trying to imitate a pack of seals who are sunning themselves. Chopper seems to have fun. In chapter 309's cover, we see Robin taking a seaside walk barefoot, walking past a sea turtle in a sailor cap. Robin's clothes looking very nice, not much else to say here. Chapter 310's cover is a double-page color spread. Now this is very cool. Luffy, Usopp, and Robin are posing in Shibaraku dresses. Now Luffy is in full armor minus the helmet.
Luffy
Usopp
looks cool.
is in a partially armored kimono, and Robin in an unarmored kimono. Each wields at least 1 sword, with Luffy having 2. Oda's comment on this artwork in Color Walk 4 is this: I love the wa aesthetic of harmony. I must admire the Japanese dedication to detail and craft whenever I draw a kimono or samurai armor. If this were a manga scene, I draw the dadom sound effect in more traditional hiragana, rather than loanword katakana for a softer, more Japanese look. Here's a Japanese version of this black-haired trio. Okay, so there's some stuff to unpack here. I actually said a lot. First off, what Oda said about like the sound effects. Yeah, Japanese has 3 alphabets. 2 of them are hiragana, katakana. Hiragana is like used for Japanese words. Katakana is used for foreign words. Sound effects in the manga use katakana, so he would have used like the hiragana alphabet for like the Japanese style stuff. Second, he made this artwork for those 3 specifically because of their black hair. Ironically enough, the actual samurai of the crew, Zoro, can't fit in because of that, only because of his hair. And I guess it makes sense for like a blonde guy and a redhead to not be in it. Those aren't common here, but not in Japan, so yeah. Oda also said it's the wa aesthetic. So as I explained before, wa is the first name for Japan given to them by China like 2,000 years ago. Like, you know, Wano country, right? Separate the wa and no from each other. Wa is the old name for Japan, and the Japanese word no actually means of. So the pun here is that it's called Country of Wa. That's the pun. So like the name of the place is called Wano, but it's also country of wa no country. So country of wa, if you get that right.
Dobra.
Moving on to chapter 311's cover, we see Usopp is in the middle of building a treehouse with beavers being his helpers. They're currently taking a tea break here. Pretty neat. Chapter 312's cover has Nami with two monkeys on a couch. Nami's actually reading a romance novel, and one of the monkeys is also reading a love story just like her, while the other monkey is eating a banana. This week, One Piece is featured on the cover of the Shonen Jump magazine. This is for promoting the 5th One Piece movie. Now, this movie is all about Zoro, so he's a big focus on this cover. There are also 3 other characters here specifically from the movie, so yeah. Speaking of Zoro, time to move on to chapter 313's cover, where Zoro is actually trying to catch eels barehanded, with him actually warning this water buffalo next to him to keep quiet. This buffalo is also carrying most of Zoro's clothes on his horns.
That's a
chapter
bad
314,
idea.
315, and 316 start a brand new cover story, the one with Geratsu, the priest from Skypiea. Now, I already told you this one as well. It's when he fell down to the Blue Sea and became a clerk for this hot spring place, and this is where we saw Koza's uncle, Koza himself, Vivi, and the other Arabasta stuff. So yeah, I'll just abridge that story as well when I tell you about it, but this is it for this episode. See ya.
See ya. Okay, this was another long one. It's gonna happen, I think, in a few more episodes, and then he's gonna shorten it to around 5 minutes, even less if he can. So we already had a talk. But regardless, this was still very fun. Like I said, not much to add to the episode, not much to add to this. A lot of the cover stories, he perfectly explained why he's doing it, because later on, when we get back to when we go further into the manga canon stuff, some things are just gonna appear, like Apple being rich. But if he didn't give me the cover story from before, how he got rich, it would just be like a random thing. But no, these cover stories usually end up explaining some shit in the future, how it happened. So if, like, he's trying to prevent me from being completely confused, right? And hey, I respect him for it. But that being said, I ain't gonna prolong this that much. I really enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the reaction, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, love you, enjoy, and bye.